Hello everyone. In the transport phenomena, the previous lecture we discussed or we started the theorem which is a flow through an annulus. Okay. So in the flow of annulus, we are considering a silent tube type like a heat exchanger type cylindrical annulus in which inside radius for the inside tube and outside radius for the outside shell. Then we considering a basic assumptions made. Okay, and we find the pressure, external pressures. Okay, now let us put all these values into the equation of mass transfer. That means the momentum transfer. So from the equation is that rate of molecular momentum in minus rate of molecular momentum out minus rate of momentum out plus external force acting on a body. Okay, so just put the values of each equations. So from the equation number 2.56, okay, so basically it gives the rate of momentum for the annulus. Now rate of momentum in for the cylindrical surface and which having a surface at r, at distance of r, so it is 2 pi rl x tau rz at r. okay, इस तरह से हम लिखेंगे यहाँ पे tau rz at r. Give the equation number 2.57. Then next equation number 2.8, which is defined by rate of momentum out at point across the cylinder and at point the surface of r plus delta r. Okay, so which is at r plus delta r position. So this can be written as a 2 pi rl tau x tau rz at r plus delta r. Okay, equation 2.50 is 58 is r plus delta r positions. Okay, that means distance plus thickness of delta r, it gives r plus delta r. Now the other remaining part is that external force acting on a body, so that can be we already derived from equation number 2.57, which is 2 pi rl tau rz at r. Okay, and 2 pi r p0 minus pl, it is given, it is the equation number 2.59. Now as per the process description, all these values of equation 2.57, 58, 59 put into the equation number 56. Okay, so we got the next equation, that is 2.60. so just put these values in which 2 pi r is common in all equations, so that should be taken as a common, and the dividing equation is 2 pi rl. Okay, જે આપણે નેક્સ્ટ પ્રોસિજર કરીએ છીએ એ પ્રમાણે કે ઇક્વેશનની અંદર કોન્સ્ટન્ટ ટર્મને આપણે શું લઈએ છીએ, ઇક્વેશન સાથે ડિવાઈડ કરીએ છીએ અને એ ડિવાઈડ ઇક્વેશનની જે લિમિટ હોય છે એ ટેન્ડ્સ ટુ 0 સાથે આપણે કમ્પેર કરીએ છીએ. સો 2.60 પછી જે સોલ્યુશન જે ઇક્વેશન છે તેને શું કરીએ છીએ 2 પાઈ આર એલ વડે આપણે ડિવાઈડ કરીએ છીએ 2 પાઈ આર એલ. સો 2 પાઈ આર એલ એન્ડ ટેકિંગ લિમિટ r tends to 0, delta r tends to 0. Okay, so based on the process we got the differentiation of r is constant, so r tau rz divide upon dr equal to p0 minus pl upon l and into r. Okay, so this equation number 2.61. Then after next procedure is to be integrating both of end side. बने दोनों साइड क्या करना है, इंटीग्रेशन करना है. So if we doing the integration on both of side, so integrating both side of equation 2.61 by the variable separation method, and we obtained that. So left hand side શું થશે, that will be only r of t rz. Okay, and with respect to r, so the next equation is p0 minus pl upon l, और r का इंटीग्रेशन क्या हो जाएगा, r it is and r square and the power of to be taken as a bottom, so that will be r square by 2 plus c1. And how can we find the values of c1? So rearrange this equation number this. इस इक्वेशन को रीअरेंज करके लिखना है. सो exactly what happened, this r is left hand side for this r is multiplied, it is multiplied, so it will be sent to the dividend of c1. So tau rz is equal to p0 minus pl r upon શું r સ્ક્વેર છે, બરાબર. તો r સ્ક્વેરની જગ્યા પર શું લખી શકાય છે, p0 minus pl upon into r divided by cl into c1. ઓકે, જે આર સ્ક્વેર છે ને એ આર સ્ક્વેરમાંથી એક આર નીકળી જશે એટલે રિમેનિંગ શું રહેશે, સિંગલ આર. Now where c1 is a constant, આપણને ખબર છે કે જ્યારે આપણે ઇન્ટિગ્રેશનનો રૂલ અપ્લાય કરીએ છીએ, સો it finally at the end of integration it gives the some integrating constant value. So c1 is an integrating constant, and to find out the c1 value we have to apply boundary condition 1. Okay, so c1 cannot be directly determined since we have no knowledge about the momentum flux tau xz at a solid surface r is equal to kr and r is equal to r. Okay, but c1 is constant. Here c1 is constant. At this stage c1 cannot be determined by the reason is we have no knowledge about that, means momentum flux in solid surface at r point is equal to kr and r point is equal to r. We don't know in a solid portions. Okay, so but we know from the concept of velocity is maximum, wherever the velocity is maximum the shear stress will be 0 at that plane. આપણને ખબર છે, as per the previous norms and theorems we know that each and every point where the velocity and the shear stress are opposite. If at one end if the shear stress is maximum, then velocity should be 0. And then the another side is that if the shear stress is 0, then that means velocity is maximum. In the space between the annulus, there will be definitely by a plane where the velocity will be maximum, and the let the plane at r is equal to mr at which shear stress will be 0. તો જે અહીં આપણે શું લેવાનું છે, for this portion we have to consider here the velocity is maximum. Okay, so the plane જે છે, જે plane value r એની વેલ્યુ લેવાની છે સ્મોલ m અને r. So at that point at which shear stress will be 0 at mr and x rz equal to 0. So write down the values. So equation 2.62 it becomes tau rz equal to 0. Okay, tau rz 0 ले લીધું છે. બીજું as it is શું રહેશે, p0 minus pl upon 2l. r ની જગ્યા પર શું, r की जगह पे हम क्या लेंगे, लैम्बडा r. ठीक है, r की जगह पे हम क्या लेंगे, लैम्बडा r. ठीक है, सो उसकी वैल्यू पुट करेंगे तो यहाँ पे क्या हो जाएगा, लैम्बडा r हो जाएगा फ्रॉम द इक्वेशन नंबर 2.62 प्लस c1 एंड r इज इक्वल टू व्हाट, लैम्बडा r. ठीक है, और r की जगह पे क्या आ जाएगा, लैम्बडा r. सो रीअरेंज दिस इक्वेशन. सो p0 C1 की वैल्यू अगर हम फाइंड करते हैं तो C1 की वैल्यू क्या हो जाएगी, C1 की वैल्यू जो है वो इस तरह से हो जाएगी कि दिस टर्म्स विल बी, જે આ ટર્મ્સ છે એ લેફ્ટ હેન્ડ સાઈડ જશે, બરાબર. આ ટર્મ્સ છે એ પોઝિટિવ છે તો ઇક્વલ ટુની પેલી બાજુ માઇનસ થશે અને માઇનસ થશે, ધેટ મીન્સ માઇનસ થશે, બરાબર. એ ટર્મ એટલે શું થશે, હવે નેક્સ્ટ પછી C1 છેદમાં લેમ્બડા r બરાબર શું થશે, બાકીનું ઇક્વેશન માઇનસમાં થશે. ઓકે, સો C1 ની વેલ્યુ જોઈએ છે તો લેમ્બડા r ને મલ્ટીપ્લાઇડ કરો તો શું થઈ જાય, લેમ્બડા સ્ક્વેર r સ્ક્વેર. ઓકે, સો વી કેન રાઇટ ધીસ ટર્મ. Now from the equation number 2.64 it gives the value of C1 and the value of C1 put into the equation number 2.62. Okay, so we got the next equation 2.56. Now the next procedure is to follow the Newton's law of viscosity. Okay, the Newton's law of viscosity ને આપણે ફોલો કરીએ છીએ. So tau rz is equal to minus mu dvz upon dr. तो tau rz ની જગ્યા પર શું લખી દેવાનું, માઇનસ મ્યુ dvz upon dr. અને ઇક્વેશનને રીઅરેન્જ કરો એટલે મળશે તમને ઇક્વેશન નંબર 2.67. Then again we have to only require the vz value, that means maximum velocity. So that means we have to integrating this equation both of hand side. So both of hand side integration for the left hand side, it is the equation is that vz is equal to p0 minus pl આગળ માઇનસ છે into capital R square upon 4 mu l into r upon r whole square minus 2 lambda square ln into r upon r plus c2. Okay, where c2 is also constant. Now applying the second boundary condition at k r is equal to kr point, velocity in the z direction is 0 and also for r direct r की वैल्यू r की जगह पे, so it will be also 0. Okay, so just put down the values that is k square minus 2m square ln k plus c2. c2 की वैल्यू आएगी -1 और c2 की वैल्यू क्या पुट करनी है इक्वेशन 2.71 में. Now substituting the value of C2 into equation number 2.71. Okay, that is 2.71. Here is 71. This will be a આ ઇક્વેશન છે એ તમારે યાદ રાખવાનું છે. કે સ્ક્વેર માઇનસ 2m જે અહીંયા આપણે આગળ ધાર્યું છે ને તેના પરથી લખ્યું છે, બરાબર. આર ઇઝ ઇક્વલ ટુ એમ આર જે છે લખીએ છીએ ને લેમડા આર તેના પરથી લખ્યું છે. સો આર સ્ક્વેર કે સ્ક્વેર માઇનસ 2 લેમડા સ્ક્વેર ln k અને તેની સાથે આવશે C2. Okay, and just simplified this equation and we got the equation number 2.73.